Money mistake. Fix it now. Do you ever check your bank account and suddenly feel that deep sense of stress, like something just doesn't add up? You work hard every day, you put in the hours, you do everything you're supposed to do, and yet somehow your money never seems to stay. It feels like no matter how much you earn, it disappears faster than you expect. One moment you feel fine, and the next moment your balance drops and reality hits you hard. You start asking yourself questions. Where did all the money go? How did this happen again? You try to remember your spending, but it all feels like a blur. Small purchases here, quick payments there, and before you realize it, your account is almost empty again. It's frustrating, it's stressful, and honestly, it's exhausting. The truth is, this isn't happening because you're unlucky. It's happening because of small financial habits that quietly repeat every single day. Most people don't notice these habits, but over time, they slowly destroy your financial stability. You don't feel it in one day, but over weeks and months, the impact becomes huge. Think about your monthly life. Bills keep coming without stopping. Rent, utilities, subscriptions, food, transport, and unexpected expenses. Everything adds up. You sit down sometimes and try to calculate your expenses, but the numbers feel overwhelming. No matter how much you try to organize things, it feels like you're always behind. And then there's the credit card. At first, it feels like a solution. It gives you flexibility, convenience, and instant access. But over time, it becomes something else. You start relying on it more than you should. You swipe for things you didn't plan for. You delay payments thinking you'll handle it later. And slowly, without realizing it, you fall into a cycle of debt. That cycle is dangerous because it feels normal. You earn money, you spend it, you feel stressed, and then you repeat the same pattern again. It becomes your routine. And the worst part is, you start believing that this is just how life works. But let's break that illusion. This is not normal. And more importantly, this is fixable. Let's look at some real situations that might feel very familiar to you. First, impulse buying. You're sitting on your phone, maybe late at night, scrolling through social media or online stores. You see something interesting, something attractive, something that feels like a good deal. Without thinking too much, you click Add to Cart. Within seconds, the payment is done. In that moment, it feels exciting. It feels rewarding. But that feeling doesn't last long. When the item arrives, you realize you didn't really need it. And now your money is gone. Second, living paycheck to paycheck. You wait for your salary, and when it finally arrives, you feel relief. For a short time, everything feels under control. But then expenses start hitting one by one. Bills get paid, groceries are bought, small costs add up, and before you know it, your balance is low again. You're back to counting money and worrying about the next paycheck. Third, having no savings at all. This is one of the biggest financial mistakes people make. When you don't have savings, every unexpected situation becomes a crisis. A medical bill, a repair, or any emergency can completely shake your financial stability. And that constant fear of, what if something happens, stays in your mind all the time. Now here's the good news. No matter how bad your situation feels right now, you can change it. But it starts with simple and practical steps. The first step is awareness. You need to know exactly where your money is going. Start tracking every single expense. It might sound boring, but it is powerful. When you see your spending clearly, you gain control. You start noticing patterns. You start understanding your behavior. And once you understand it, you can change it. The second step is cutting unnecessary expenses. Not everything you spend money on is important. There are many small costs that don't add real value to your life. Subscriptions you don't use, random online purchases, extra spending just for convenience. When you remove these, you create space in your finances. Small changes here can make a big difference over time. The third step is saving money consistently. And this is where most people go wrong. They think saving is only possible when they have extra money. But the truth is, saving should come first. Even if it's a small amount, even if it feels insignificant, start saving. Because consistency matters more than size. Over time, those small amounts grow into something meaningful. The fourth step is changing your mindset about money. You need to stop thinking of money as something that just comes and goes. Instead, start seeing it as a tool. A tool that can give you freedom, security, and peace of mind. When you respect money and manage it wisely, it starts working for you instead of against you. Imagine a different life for a moment. A life where you don't feel stressed every time you check your bank account. A life where you have savings for emergencies. A life where you are in control of your finances. That life is not far away. It is completely possible for you. But it requires one thing. Action. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Because every day you delay, the problem continues. Every day you ignore it, the situation gets worse. But the moment you decide to take control, everything starts to change. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need a high income. You just need the right habits and the willingness to improve step by step. Your financial future is not decided by luck. It is decided by your daily choices. The small decisions you make every day shape your life over time. So start now. Take control. Fix your money mistakes. And build a future where you are no longer worried about money, but confident and secure.